Yo, this is Commander Lemming, and this is an overview of the Clan Heroes Wave 2. I just was told of it by Sorvin Zero in Majestic Stream, and I did some research into these individual mech chassis just to see what's worth it. And in the end, I came to the verdict that there's nothing I want here, to be honest. Um, Uh, I'll get into why. So what do we have? We have the mislinks, which, cut to the chase, it's got energy hardpoints in its right torso now. Is that amazing? Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's not game-changing necessarily. Yeah, you can fit 6 energy hardpoints on your mislinks, which means that it's going to be able to probably run. It's going to probably be able to run 6 small pulse. Is it going to be good? Nowhere near as good as a cheetah. I mean, just look at the engine difference. The heat is going to absolutely murder you in a mislinks. So, with the energy hardpoints, yes, you have hardpoints in the torso, but in terms of tonnage constraints and heat constraints, it's a little bit worrying. And it's not something that I would just boom drop money on, personally. Arctic Cheetah, it's got ballistics in the right torso, which means you can get pretty much 3 machine guns in there, which might be fun. But is it gonna beat the Cheetah currently? No, of course not. And in terms of missiles, I didn't check exactly where the missiles are at in terms of the Arctic Cheetah's hard points. But it already has... No, I was incorrect. I always thought these were shoulder hard points, but they're actually arm hard points. So now you can fit... Wow. No, you can fit 3 missiles. That really doesn't make much of a difference. Never mind. Not even worth looking into. In terms of the light mech tonnage constraints, 3 missiles will be a fun build, but not much more than you already have right now. So, and you're gonna have to sacrifice an energy hardpoint for that. And is it a trade-off again that's worth spending your money on? No. Ice Ferret, you've got ECM. I suppose I should look at all the names of these things. Rainbow Crow. Yeah, the Ice Ferret has the best name by far. That might make it worth it. But, the Ice Ferret, what did it get? It got an ECM hardpoint and a missile hardpoint. What it could do potentially now is ECM Narc. Again, with my arguments about ECM, is that once you're moving at 130, that ECM is not for your team, that ECM is for you. And once you're moving at like 110 plus, that ECM is for you, because you're not going to be hugging your assault unless A, you're really dedicated, or B, your assaults are moving at 100, which would be a nightmare. And even then, like, if you're running ECM, you could run it on a Shadowcat and get more free tonnage to play with, and you could do it for free. So, I mean, you're moving at 130, and you're going to be able to use radar derp and use the terrain, and is it really worth taking up that ton when you've barely got enough tonnage to run weapons as it is? That's up to you as an Ice Ferret pilot. I'm not an Ice Ferret pilot, so I wouldn't know. But when I look at that, I go, no. As for the Shadowcat, 2 missile hardpoints in the right torso means you can go up to 4 missile hardpoints. Do I really care? No. Because I could potentially make it into a better streak boat, but it wouldn't really matter because it's okay as it is. I mean, I could run a bunch of streak 4s instead of 3 streak 6s, but I think it would be relatively around the same DPS, and I could run 4 SRM 6s rather than 3 SRM 6s with Artemis. Would it be about the same DPS to a single component? Yeah. So in terms of this, I honestly don't care. I mean, one big thing is that you could, with this, you could build your 7 machine guns and 2 missiles. I used to run 7 machine guns and 1 missile. That worked pretty well. 7 machine guns and 2 missile wouldn't be too bad, but then again, you're face tanking and you're running a meme build, so I wouldn't spend $15 for an extra missile hardpoint. Heavy. This is a game changer for Mad Dog players. I'm not a Mad Dog player, but ballistic hardpoints in the side torsos. What you could do is you could run dual ballistics. They're going to be low ballistics probably. I was thinking about it, and like in terms of aesthetics, looking at the mech, they're probably going to be on the lower end of the shoulder than the higher end to look nice. So it's not going to be great at poking, so you're probably better off brawling with like LBX 20s or Ultra AC 20s. That's the way to go. What you can also do is you can run 1 big ballistic and then 3 missile hardpoints, and that would be really, really good. Or, you can just stick with 6 missile hardpoints. I mean, the Splat Dog is loved by the community. So, the Ebon Jaguar is the one to get if you're looking for practical reasons and you're looking for meta-cheesing people into the Stone Age. I don't do that often, but in the future, in terms of meta, this is going to be a nightmare, putting a ballistic in the left torso. In case you don't know, all of the Ebon Jaguar's ballistics are in the right torso right now, and it has an extremely high mounted hardpoint, with a ballistic in each side torso. Take a guess at what people are going to run. Just take a guess. Got it? Well, it's going to be dual Gauss. You're going to see dual Gauss on the battlefield. And that's going to be extremely powerful because it's got such a high hard points. It's a baby Kodiak, and a fast one at that. Is it going to be good? Yeah. Is it going to be something that is worth just taking 2 PPCs off and putting a Gauss on instead? No. I mean, it'll be lower heat, but there's ammo to worry about, and I just don't feel like it. Either that, or you could do dual Ultra AC 10, or if you're insane, dual Ultra AC 20 might be possible as well, which would be fun, or dual LBX 20, but it's just not up my alley. Like, I was kind of disappointed with this one. 2 energy in each shoulder for the Hellbringer. Do I care? No. Not really at all. Because they're going to be moderately high, but I just don't play the Hellbringer. I play the Summoner, so I'm like in an opposing camp. So if you're a Hellbringer pilot, you're going to have to figure that one out yourself. Also, missiles in the right arm, which missiles in arms are never too amazing. For the gargoyle, you get missiles in the torsos, which is actually really cool for the gargoyle, because that's going to make it a meaner brawler. But is it going to be meaner than like small pulse lasers in the arms and LBX 20s? You're going to have to use up some tonnage to put that in there. It's going to be up to you like whether or not you want that in your mech. And ultimately, I can't decide that for you, but I do believe it's going to be able to make some mean brawling builds. And it's got the workings to go places. The assault's got the best out of it, in my opinion, because this allows a lot more build diversity. Now the executioner, actually I shouldn't say the assault's got the best of it, because the executioner I really wanted to see ECM in. That's a mech that could really use ECM. It could play it, and it could use it properly, and it could become the greatest utility mech. Is it gonna become the greatest utility mech? Not really. It's got missiles in its shoulders now, so you can missile Pop-Tart with people. Or you can learn boat, which is probably what's gonna happen. And it's gonna become, again, a meaner brawler. And it's gonna have more diverse brawling builds. And I'm glad to see that for the executioner, but that one's gonna cost you $25. So yeah, no, I wouldn't be doing that. But that's a good summary of Clan Heroes. Thank you for watching. This is Commander Lemming. This is just my opinion. Don't let me completely ruin it for you. But this is just how I see it. I mean, I see these heroes, and they're minimal gains. Maybe it's just because I'm like an Inner Sphere pilot for the most part, and I like to see Inner Sphere get these little changes. But they aren't game changing, and they're heroes. And what you should do is you should go to your favorite mech and you should say, is this a change that's worth it? Do I want a 30% C-bill boost on my favorite mech? As simple as that. Like all of these, you can switch out omnipods and put in your favorite build, and you're good to go. Like a lot of people are gonna be just absolutely floored, absolutely just happy to be alive. A lot of people are going to be happy to be alive during a time that the Arctic Cheetah gets a 30% C-bill boost, because they're going to farm that shit like no other. They are ready for that. And of course, I know Larsh is immediately going to get that Mistlings, because he loves his Mistlings, and I know he plays that a lot, and having a 30% C-bill boost on it is going to make his day. But in terms of, like, if you're just jumping into one of these mechs and you want to see how they are, I don't recommend doing it from the heroes. I recommend doing it beforehand with the free versions and just looking at it. I mean, there's no early adopter bonuses, so it doesn't really matter when you get these. But again, this is Commander Lemming, and I'll see you later.